Today could be considered the start of the general election season. Rick Santorum bowed out of the Republican presidential race yesterday, clearing the way for Mitt Romney to become the GOP nominee. Joining us in Washington, D.C. is Ginger Gibson, national political reporter for Politico. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did Santorum simply crunch the numbers and finally accept that it would be nearly impossible to catch Romney in the delegate count?
Absolutely. He's realized that his numbers were slipping in Pennsylvania. He saw his poll numbers go from having as much as a 20-point lead a few weeks ago to now being behind Romney in most of the polls. Also looked at numbers like North Carolina and Texas. It was going to be a really long uphill battle for him to try to come back in those states. And even if he did, Mitt Romney had just managed to amass enough delegates that it was going to be virtually impossible for Rick Santorum to catch up with him.
With Santorum out of the race, how will Romney sharpen his message?
We're going to hear Mitt Romney talk a lot more about the economy. That's the message he thinks he can win on. Telling voters that the president has not done what's necessary to speed up the recovery and that he would be more business friendly and create more jobs as they try to get the economy back on track.
Well, that leaves Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul still in the race. They have not dropped out. How will they hurt Romney's chances against the president?
The biggest risk that they have right now with Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul still in the race is that they'll say something negative about Mitt Romney that the president will be able to turn around and use in the fall election. The last thing Republicans want is other Republicans on video saying negative things about Mitt Romney. So the biggest risk they have now is that in an effort to try to win a couple more states or pick up a few more delegates and have the convention be contested, that they'll start trading barbs that will only undo Mitt Romney and hurt him in the general.
And will that also force him to spend more of his precious campaign fund?
It's unlikely that he'll have to spend much money responding to Newt Gingrich or Ron Paul right now. They've pretty much been relegated to the margins. There are not going to be heavy competitors in any of the upcoming states, and it's unlikely that Romney will have to spend much money to answer them. The biggest problem he's going to have is dealing with the sort of things that they say in response to him.
All right, Ginger Gibson, national political reporter for Politico. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.